What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We're going to exit out into the street. This should be a Warhound convoy we're going to try and catch up with, and we're just going to see how this build we've put together works out. Vigilance doesn't work anymore, and we're looking for suitable alternatives, and this one seems to be the way to go. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And let's see how this gets on. Got a fog of war on, so I don't really know where they're coming from. There we are. A bit handy. No shield though, so that's going to really suck because we're not in cover.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Hostiles detected.
And it's working like an absolute dream. Come on, give me more, give me more, give me more. And yeah, it worked out really, really nice. We got the capped out bonus. As you can see, it's unstoppable force that we're using. And yeah, it did really, really well. We'll take that XP. We'll head back to the base operations. And let's talk about this build. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys are giving me here on YouTube as well. Thank you for all the new subs. I really appreciate it. The channel is really growing, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. And if you came visiting me on my lives as well, thank you even more. Alright, so let's take a look. So first of all, you're going to want to take a firewall for this. You could take gunner out in the open world, get 10% armor on kill as well. Just make sure you select SMG damage, or if you're using an assault rifle with this build, that you select assault rifle damage. Apart from that, let's have a look at the actual build itself. And here it is. We're using the old negotiators dilemma, but we changed a little bit here. We went with unstoppable force because vigilance just is not viable right now, because every time it gets hit, even with the shield, you will lose it. So killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 5% for 15 seconds, and it stacks up to 5 times. And that's kind of perfect for missions and open world events. Maybe not so much doing an incursion boss or doing a raid boss, but for anything open world, especially where you're going to be getting the kills, if you're solo, this is probably a really good backup. Now, I wasn't sure about this build, so it's not completely optimized, but near enough is. So the backpack groupo, we might as well talk about that. 15% critical hit damage, weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage with unstoppable force. Now, you could run 2 Sokolov here. It would give you the same bonus. As you can see here, second piece. If we had 2, we would get 15% crit damage, same as the 1 piece groupo. So either or would work. This is the piece that is not yet optimized. I did craft this from the bench, however, so if you need to get one, by all means, you can craft one on the bench. And as you can see, weapon damage, crit damage, headshot damage, crit hit damage, and obliterate. The reason I went for headshot damage is I'm actually at 62% crit chance, and that last 2% is not going to count. Now, if I could craft a Grupo backpack, or I could craft a Sokolov backpack, I would probably change my backpack as well. At the moment, you can see this is crit chance, crit damage. I would go with crit damage, headshot damage, and maybe at 56% crit chance. It's near enough, and I think I would do more damage that way as well. So just some things to think about. We've got so much crit chance that we just don't need these extra stats. If we were to look here, you can see that we would be at 56% critical hit chance if we did that. How much crit damage are we out on this chest piece here before this is max? So 2.3. So that would be 184, 185. That would be 186 critical hit damage. And if we added another, we couldn't, no, 186 critical hit damage. But what we could do is we could add a further 10% headshot damage. Which, if we looked at what we've got here on headshot damage, so we are 2.3 out on that as well. So that would take that to 0.378. So that would take us to 80%. That would be 90% headshot damage we could be here, which is no slouch for this build. So we're running with crit damage, headshot, crit damage in the mod slot with obliterate. That's great. And then if we look across in the negotiators dilemma pieces, you can see that we get 15% crit chance here, making us hit that cat really easy. 20% critical hit damage, And we didn't even see us get anywhere near the cap here for the hostile negotiations. Critical hit marks, enemies up to 20 seconds, up to 3 marks. That's why it was so easy. We just kept tagging the last one to come out the grid so that they all just kept dying. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all of the marked enemies will take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever a marked enemy dies, gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times, giving us another 40% critical hit damage. Taking us over 200% critical hit damage, like 212, 215. That's absolutely crazy amount of damage. On the mask, we had crit damage across the way. On the gloves, crit damage. On the knees, crit damage. And on the holster, we had weapon handling. Oh man, that should have been crit damage. I didn't even max my holster out. I have give you an absolute dud here. Which makes them stats even higher. 195.7. That's insane. Absolutely insane. We're missing 2.3. So that's 196. That's 198% critical hit damage. Before we even get the 40% bonus from negotiators, taking it to 238% critical hit damage. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Plus 90% headshot damage when you max this thing out as well. It's just so good. So good. Definitely worth running. And a lot of fun because negotiators is great. So that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. I think it's definitely worth specking into when we've got that much crit damage. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one, agents. Goodbye.